Well, folks, it's time for another Grandpa Sports video, and we are here at Oak Park High School tonight as the Staley Falcons are going to take on the Oak Park Northmen. As you can see, a lot of spirit and get with it here tonight for the Oak Park Northmen, as they are going to try and avenge that loss they had to the Staley Falcons here early on. Thing that Staley has really got to watch out for here tonight is they're coming off a big game Friday night against Liberty North as they go into Liberty's house up there and pull out a win. So we got to watch out that there's not a letdown here tonight as they take on the Oak Park Northmen. The starting lineup here for the Staley Falcons is going to be Michael Brinkmeyer, Zach Riley, John Hatfield, Brian Young, and Trevor Lamb, and we're about ready to turn it loose. And man, both of the guys jumping center are off time for the jump, but Riley's going to control the ball after he comes down. Hatfield puts one up, but it's not going to fall. And Zach Riley's going to knock it away, and here's Hatfield with the left hand, and John Hatfield with the two. John kind of starting this game off like they did up at Liberty North. Once again, it looks like Staley's kind of trapping him there at the midcourt line. Going to pick him up, put some pressure defense on him right there at midcourt. Not going to mess around and let him come down and get set up. Oak Park working the ball around. They're going to get it inside. And it's going to be a hitting on the arm foul there, it looks like, on Zach Riley. Zach going to pick up the first foul of the game, first team foul for the Staley Falcons. Oak Park plays it in. Into the big boy. He's going to go through the lane. He's going to lose control. Might have went in if he'd have had control of it, but he doesn't. But that's going to be a traveling call there on Daryl Jones. He got the ball away from one of the Staley players, but can't control it. Loses the handle. And Zach now going to bring it down court. Trevor Lamb with a height advantage, but I think it's going to be out of bounds on Brian Young. I was going to say Trevor with quite a height advantage over Justin Walker. Justin just 5'8". Trevor, I believe, right at 6 foot, if I remember right. Oak Park working it around the outside. Here's a shot, no good. Rebound Hatfield. Jacob Sullivan with the shot, no good. Hatfield's going for the basket, and he's going to throw it up, and it will be good as John Hatfield goes down on the floor, and he's going to have a shot here at three-point play.
You didn't put his name on.
Hatfield to the line.
Grandma, the scorekeeper, says you never put John Hatfield's name on the score sheet. Sorry, John. And John's going to get it. And Staley now with a 5-0 lead. 6:25 to play here in the first quarter. And I think that's going to be a foul on Brian Young. That's going to be 2 on Brian, second team foul. I'm sorry, looks like Brian's first foul. Staley in this here tight man-to-man. Here's the shot. It's short. Hatfield had his hand on it. Daryl Jones is going to come up with it. It's going to be a foul on, I think, John Hatfield, but I'm not sure. It's going to be on Michael Brinkmeyer. 2 players right there. Couldn't tell for sure which one it was. Staley coming into this game with the hopes of winning 2 in a row. Would be the first time. Here's a 3. No good over the top of the rim. Brian Young is going to tip that, and it is going to go off of Daryl Jones.
Timeout, Oak Park.
Coach Fred Turner over here is going to call the timeout for Oak Park and talk it over with the guys. Not off to the greatest start here.
Does John have all the points?
Yes. Grandma, the scorekeeper, wants to know who has all the points, and it's John Hatfield. Over here on this side, we got Coach Wheeler talking with the guys early on here in the game, trying to explain something I'm sure that he sees going wrong out there. as Staley comes out with a 5-point lead here with 6:04 to play. And looks like Staley is going to put it in bounds here from the baseline on the right side. Zach Riley gets it up court. Hatfield, and we're going to get 14, I believe, for reaching in. That's Jacob Sullivan, the 6'1" senior.
Foul on 14, Jacob Sullivan, his second, team second.
That's going to be second team foul for Oak Park. Trevor Lamb with it, Zach Riley. Hatfield taking a look, but man, that is a long ways out there. Zach going to put the three up, no good off the front of the rim. And 14 is going to get an open lane to the basket, and Jacob Sullivan is going to score as the defense sort of collapsed over on that side, and he drove right down the lane and in there for 2 points. 5-2 now, and here's Trevor Lamb with a three, and it's going to fall. Trevor starting to come on with the threes. As that game at Liberty North, I believe he had a couple. Trevor's going to get called on that one as he reaches around and slaps for the ball, and he is going to get called for the foul. Jody Kraft going to check in here for Zach Riley. And I think it's 22, Austin Brand, 6'1" senior, is going to check in for Oak Park as they play it in right here in front of the scorer's table. Over to the far side. And they're going to call the foul on Trevor Lamb, I believe, for smacking him on the arm. And that's going to send Daryl Jones to the line. 4:45 to play. Staley with an 8-2 lead here. Daryl puts it up off the heel, the back of the rim. I'm sure he'll adjust for that this time, maybe a little softer shot. And he does, and drops it right through there. 8-3. Into Michael Brinkmeyer, and the big man is going to have a wide open shot as he just spins around and drops it in. 10-3 now. 4:30 to play, first quarter. And Jones is going to step on the baseline, and it's going to turn the ball over to Staley. Staley with some good defense, really putting the pressure on Oak Park, trying to keep them honest here. Hatfield going to the rim, and oh, he throws it up, and John Hatfield with another Sports Center layup there as it rolls around, bounces a couple of times, and will fall in. As John, that we normally know as the outside shooter, man, go into the bucket. Man, that's what you want to see these big guys do. Go in there, put the pressure on them, get that foul. And there it is. And John Hatfield now with 2, 4, 6, 8 points. And Sullivan does the same thing he did last time, only comes down this side. Jody down the court with the ball quick. Going to go inside to Brinkmeyer, but Michael can't handle the pass from Zach Riley. And it goes back over to Oak Park, and they are going to go right to the inside. And Ryan Jackson puts it up on the backboard, and it goes in, and we are at 13-7. Once again, pretty fast-paced play here for this game, as Staley did this up at Liberty North, and it seemed to pay off. And Jody's going to drive over, nobody there. Puts up the jumper, but he can't drop it. Shot by Oak Park, I missed that. No good. Another try, 21 with the shot. Ryan Jackson, no good. Hatfield's going to slow it down just a little bit. Here's Hatfield with a three, and John Hatfield is going to drop it. And we've got a timeout. John Hatfield with a three. And, of course, Staley really happy with this deal. We got hand slapping and back slapping and all that good stuff. Going to have a timeout here, folks. 3:07 to play, and it's going to be Staley 16, Oak Park 7. We'll be back. Staley coming into this game with a lot of confidence and demeanor about their play. You can just see it in the swagger that they come on the court with. A lot of confidence. There's a long one. It is way off and short. Hatfield with the rebound. Brian Young open just a little bit. There's a steal by Jacob Sullivan. And he's going to drive it down and make it.
Come on, boys.
Going to go inside to Brian Young, and he is going to take a couple of steps there without dribbling. And that's going to turn it over 16-9 now with 2:35 to play here in the first quarter. Zach gets a hand in there and smacks it away, but Sullivan regains control. Now he's going to drive inside of the free throw lane and drop another one. That's got to be, that's 8 points for Sullivan. Hatfield going to drive, throws it up and good. Give John Hatfield 2 more points. 18-11. Hatfield for 2. Staley's got to get some defense up on this Sullivan guy here.
Stay with him. Stay with him.
One of the big boys for Oak Park gets Zach Riley outside, and that's going to be Austin Brand with 2. Oak Park here now on a little bit of a run as they get it down to 5 points. And there's Brian Young with a real power forward move, as I mean he goes to the basket. Brian Young for 2. Minute 17, I think Oak Park here, I think going with the spread offense, just trying to get Staley to spread out, but they may also be going for the last shot. And David Wingerson gets Michael Brinkmeyer kind of out of position, but Michael recovers, and then Brinkmeyer fouls him as he starts to go to the basket. They call a charging foul on Wingerson.
Come on, Staley.
Jody drives to the basket, puts up another shot, no good. Oak Park back with it. Here's a three, no good, bounces off. Brinkmeyer with the rebound. Man, this game is going so fast, I can't hardly keep up with. And they're going to call a charging foul on John Hatfield on that.
Foul number 30, Hatfield, his first.
John changes hands there, but they're going to get him for the charging foul. Now Xavier Smith is going to check in. Zach Riley going to sit down for just a little bit.
Stay with me, Jody. Stay with me.
And that's going to be out of bounds off of Michael Brinkmeyer as David Wingerson, I don't know if he was making a pass or lost control, but anyway, it's off of Michael Brinkmeyer. Oak Park ball on the baseline. And there is a nice, very nice turnaround spinning shot by Dalton Lundy. 15-20.
Here we go.
Brian Young with the spinning move and a shot, no good. Wingerson with the rebound and the head to the little guard. He lays it up there. Wingerson with the rebound and another rebound. Left hand, and it's going to fall. And he's going to be fouled. He's going to get fouled, I think, by Michael Brinkmeyer.
Foul on the 31, Smith, his first.
Oh, fouled on Xavier Smith, I'm sorry. That's going to make it 17-20 as we've got 6.4 seconds to play. And Wingerson is going to make the foul shot, so that gets it down to 2 here. Four, 3. Jody's going to pull up, and they're going to call traveling. No good, no good, no good, no good. It's traveling call on Jody. That's no good on that shot. So now we got 1.9 the other way. Going to throw it into the big guy. He turns around, and he's going to make it. David Wingerson, I missed, I'm sorry. The camera, I was watching the play and did not have the camera going, but they get it into Wingerson with 1.6 seconds, and he turns around and puts it in. And the Oak Park Northmen are going to tie it up here as the first 8 minutes have played out, and Oak Park comes back on a pretty strong run to tie it up 20-20 after the first quarter. We'll be back with second quarter play. Okay, Oak Park will put it in play here for the second quarter. Momentum's such a big part of this basketball game, and the momentum has definitely switched over to Oak Park right now. Michael Brinkmeyer is going to be called there as he pushes or gets a body into David Wingerson. And that's going to be 18 fouls. So that's going to be a 1-and-1 for Wingerson.
Fulkerson in the lineup.
Nathan Fulkerson's going to check in for Michael Brinkmeyer. Michael played all of the first quarter, going to rest him up a little bit. There's Wingerson's first shot, in and out. Brian Young with the rebound. Hatfield with a nice fake. Kind of gets him out of position again. Xavier with the rebound, kicks it out, and John Hatfield with 3 more. Brian Young now guarding Wingerson, I'll get it.
Rebound.
And Dalton Lundy, the 6'2" junior, puts up a shot right there about the free throw line. Jody Kraft drives, kicks it to Xavier. Xavier drives, kicks it out to Brian. Hatfield, he's going to look inside, does it again, and 2 more for John Hatfield. Man, tell you what, I'm glad he's on our team. I don't know, we'll get a count from Grandma how many points he's got. John with 16 points here already. We still got 6:40 to play in the second quarter. And the young guy, Justin Walker, is going to get around Jody Kraft on defense. And that'll make it 25-24. Staley with the 1-point advantage.
Come on, Staley! That's right. Come on, Staley! Come on, boys!
Hatfield going to toss it up again, in and out. No good this time. John not quite squared up to the basket, and that's going to go out of bounds as Wingerson is going to lose control. Walker tried to get a hold on it but couldn't, and Zach Riley is going to check back in for Xavier Smith. 5:56 to play here in the second quarter. Staley hanging on to a 1-point lead. Jody's going to pull up this time and will drop it. Jody going into the lane. He started to do that 2 or 3 times before and kicked it back out. Drive in there, feel the pressure, either put it up or kick it out, man. You got to do one or the other, and the little guy is going to get around Jody again. Staley hanging on, 1 point, 27-26. Zach with a nice drive, misses his own rebound, going to put it up again, and Zach now with 2. And it's going to be the first 2 points for Zach. We need to get him going too. 29-26, 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Hatfield with some good pressure on Daryl Jones. Oak Park being pretty deliberate here. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe they're trying to spread them out and get that lane open there on the inside. Nathan Fulkerson with some tough defense there on Dalton Lundy. And it's going to be a pull-up jumper by Sullivan, but no good. John Hatfield doing it all here tonight. Zach Riley with an open shot, and he is going to drive in right to the free throw lane and shoot over one of the big guys, 6'2", Dalton Lundy, the junior. And once again now Staley gets it back up to 5 points as we're down to 4 minutes here now in the second quarter. There's the shot, no good. Zach Riley with the rebound. Staley down court with it. Into Nathan Fulkerson. Yeah, they're going to get him for traveling. He evidently didn't dribble or he shuffled his feet, one or the other. One of the things I've been impressed with Staley here in the last 2 games in particular is their transition game seems to be improving quite a bit. Chad Hall is going to come in now for Jody Kraft. But before it seemed like they wanted to bring the ball down slow, set up, get the play anymore. They get that rebound and man, they are off to the races. Oak Park finally plays the ball inbounds. Things kind of calming down. The speed of the game has slowed down somewhat as Oak Park now coming down being a little bit more deliberate with the play. We've also got DJ McGuire in the game now for Oak Park. Here's the open 3, and it's going to be good. Dalton Lundy, he had that ball and squared up there really good. Here's Zach with a 3, and Zach Riley's going to answer that. 3 minutes to go exactly now, 34-29.
Was that John again?
No, Hatfield, or I'm sorry, Zach Riley. Lundy wanting to look at it again, but instead gets it off to Daryl Jones, and Daryl's going to get 2.
Here we go.
Zach Riley, Nathan Fulkerson, and they're going to get Nathan again for traveling. 34-31. Staley still with the lead, 2:28 to play. I don't know if Fred Turner has mellowed somewhat in his older ages or what, but pretty quiet Fred Turner tonight on that bench down there, not seeing much action. I'm not even sure I've seen him stand up. Either that or he's happy with the way Oak Park is playing. They go inside, kick it back out. The 6'4" McCarty. And there's going to be another 3. That's going to be Jacob Sullivan with a 3, and that's going to tie it up 34 all. 2:06 to go here in the second quarter.
Come on, guys. That's right.
Hatfield drives, layup, count it. John Hatfield with 2 more. I think Jody gets a hand on the ball, but Oak Park keeps control. Now they kick it around once again. slowing things down, looking for that open lane, and he's going to get it. 15 has it, but he can't drop the shot. Hatfield with the rebound. And that's going to be ahead to Brian Young. He fakes, puts it up, faked out one guy. They're going to call double dribble on somebody, and it's going to be Staley ball on the baseline. Zach Riley kicks it into Jody Kraft. Jody heads for the line, but no, can't get in there. Out to Brian Young. Zach Riley back to Brian Young. Brian Young's going to drive. Oh, nice drive by Brian. Brian Young for 2.
1 minute left in the half.
38-34 now. Staley still with the lead. Or, I mean, regain the lead. 57 seconds. 55. And Oak Park really pulls back and opens up the court. Chad Hall, only one for Staley in the lane. Wingerson here in the far corner. Brian Young's going to come out and pressure him so he can get the count. Now they trap Lundy, and they're going to call Zach Riley for the foul, and I believe that'll be 2 on Zach.
Second foul, team 9.
And it's going to be Oak Park ball here still with 32 seconds. And they bring in the quick guy, Justin Walker, the 5'8 sophomore, is going to come in. But at the line is going to be Dalton Lundy, 6'2 junior. First one's up and in. Make it 35-38. Sure having trouble with the net down here on this north end. Keeps hanging up. They have to stop the game, get the ball, clear it out. Second one for Lundy, and he makes both of them. And we are back to 2 points.
Here we go.
Jody knows he's got a height advantage there, so he drives the lane, puts it up, gets his own rebound, but misses the second shot also. 17 seconds. Looks like Oak Park, I'm sure, will come down for the final shot here. Walker here in the corner with Jody Kraft on him. Kicks it out. Back to Walker. He's going to get past Jody. Throws up a shot, but no good this time. And Zach with a shot, but it's not going to be any good. And here now with the first half ending, it's going to be your Staley Falcons 38 and the Oak Park Northmen 36. Going to recap the scoring here if we can. Get Grandma, the scorekeeper, here to hand me the sheet, and we'll see how things are going. Yeah, I know, Hatfield's on the back. And it looks like Michael Brinkmeyer with 2, Zach Riley with 2, 4, 6, Jody Kraft 2, Brian Young 4, Trevor Lamb 3 for the Oak Park, or I'm sorry, John Hatfield, also with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 18 points for John Hatfield in the first half. And for Oak Park, the big man has been Jacob Sullivan with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13, 14. Jones 2, Brandt 2, Dalton Lundy 2, 4, 7, 9. And looks like Orion Jackson has got 2. That's going to recap your scoring for the first half. We'll be back with second half action here in just a little bit. Okay, here we go. Grandma had to have a hot dog, so Grandpa had to go to the concession stand, and Grandpa missed the start of the second half. Zach Riley with a shot. And it's going to be a foul on Brian Young. That's going to be his second. And Oak Park brings it down, and Staley with a 7-point lead. Oak Park again kind of slowing the pace down, slow it down, look for the open man. Trying to spread them out, get that open passing lane inside. Now they go inside to Jones, puts up the shot, no good. Zach Riley with the rebound. They're going to kick it down court to Trevor Lamb real quick. Trevor goes to the lane, kicks it out to Brian Young. Brian over. Michael Brinkmeyer with the rebound, gets knocked away. Not sure Michael had a handle on that thing. Excuse me, as he loses it. And Jacob Sullivan with 2. And Brian just about picked there by Sullivan. Riley with a 3. And Zach is going to make it. Zach for 3. And Fred Turner is going to call a timeout. And now Staley has opened it up to 8 points. And once again, like I say, some back slapping and handshaking as Staley here with an 8-point lead with 4:36 to go here yet in the third quarter. We'll be right back after this timeout. Before we get underway, I want to remind everybody tomorrow night is going to be senior night as the Falcons will be back home in Falcon Fieldhouse and they'll be taking on the Rockhurst Hawklets. Right now, Oak Park still in play here. And the little guard makes the layup and is going to get blocked by Hatfield. Now Zach Riley is going to get the foul, and that's going to be 3 on Zach, and Zach knows he's going out. So Walker now be going to the line, and he'll be shooting 2 on this. Walker with the first one, in and out. A little 5'8" sophomore putting the thing up. Jody Kraft's going to check in for Zach. Zach's going to take a breather here and save them last 2 fouls for the fourth quarter, I'm sure. Here's Walker again. Bounces, spins it, puts it up, and he'll drop this one. For Justin Walker. Jody brings it down court, gets it to Trevor. Trevor to Brinkmeyer. Hatfield outside. Hatfield with a 3, and it's way off. Xavier is going to be checking in, and I think it's going to be for Jody.
Xavier Smith in the lineup for the Falcons.
Yeah, I think they're going to call that off of Jones over on that far sideline over there. No, they're going to call it off Hatfield, I'm sorry. It's going to be Oak Park ball. After the free throw there by Walker, now it's 7 points. And I think that's going to be a foul on Daryl Jones. A pushing foul on Jones against Hatfield. And Staley going to play it in down here on the baseline. 3:43 to play. Once again, Staley with a 7-point lead and the ball. Brian Young, I believe, is going to get called, or I mean, is going to get to go. Let me start that over. They're going to call a foul on Oak Park.
Kraft in the lineup for the Falcons.
Come on, Staley! Go, Jody!
Once again, they're going to call a foul on Jacob Sullivan as he either gets a hip or something. They're calling it grabbing. Referee says he had a hold of his arm. John ended up going down on the floor. Hatfield just about off balance there. Jody recovered just fast enough for John to get him the ball. Jody moving the ball around, trying to get some penetration, no good, kicks it back out to Trevor. Jody drives the lane again, kicks it out to Trevor, just a little bit short. And that's going to be an early foul on Jody Kraft, and it's going to be Jacob Sullivan going to the line to shoot two.
Number 14, Kraft, his first, team third.
That's the first foul on Jody, third team foul for the half for Staley. And Sullivan going to drop that in, and it's back to 6 points now. Second one, and it's good. Sullivan got to be the high point man. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, looks like 17 points for Sullivan. Here we still got 2:48 to play in the third quarter. Jody's going to drive all the way, wanted to put up the jumper, but decided not to. Trevor out front. Get it inside to Hatfield. And John's pretty sure that he got whacked on the arm or something, and they're going to call traveling. I guess fair is fair there. And it looked like the refs definitely had missed the call on this end with the 5'8" player for Oak Park fouling John, and the ball goes over to Oak Park, but they turn it back on a traveling call. Here's Jody. It's a three, but no good. A little bit short off the front of the rim. They only count if they go in. Oak Park back down pretty quick. 2:06 to play. Staley with the 5-point lead. Jody gets a hand on it, starts putting some pressure on. But Walker's going to get it away. And a drive, no good. Oh, but they get the rebound. And Darrell Jones comes up with a big basket, gets it down to 3 points now. 1:36 to play. I think Jody wanted to go to Michael Brinkmeyer. Brian Young with a three. Trevor Lamb has a hand on it. Brinkmeyer uses that body and comes up with the rebound. Here's Trevor with a three, and Trevor Lamb is going to drop it. 49-43, 1:16 to go. Three. Jody once again puts some pressure on the little guy. Oak Park taking their time. Coach Turner yelling some instructions out to Dalton Lundy. They're definitely going to go for the last shot here and try and get this a little closer. Now they start working it around. Still plenty of time, 36 seconds. 24 is going to spin around, no good. Brian Young with the rebound, and down court they come. Hatfield in close, throws it up, no good. Brian Young tips it, but can't control it. And here comes a 3-on-1. No good. Rebound Oak Park, and he's going to get fouled. Ryan Jackson's going to go down, and it's going to be a foul on. Going to be on Michael Brinkmeyer. That should be 3 on Michael. Jackson at the line, first shot here at 2, and he's going to make it. It's going to get it down to 5. Zach Riley's going to go in, Nathan Fulkerson, Michael Brinkmeyer, and Brian Young comes out. And I think that's the first time Brian Young has come out of the game. Second one's up and good. 16 seconds to go, 14, 12, 11. Riley waiting to put it in play. 9, 8, no hurry. Looks like Zach's going to pull up for a 3 here. No, he's going to drive, turn around, shot, and in. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. And Staley with a nice shot there by Zach Riley. They're going to lead here by 6 points. 51-45. We'll be back with that final quarter in just a minute. Okay, Oak Park puts it in play here for the final 8 minutes. behind by 6 points. These two teams, I think, may be playing again here in districts. Walker's going to drive around here. Jody gets a hand on it but can't control it. And they're going to call a double dribble on Walker. I'm not sure how that happened, but I'm not going to argue with it. Ball comes over to Staley now. Jody's going to drive, goes to the ball. Oh, nice play. Michael Brinkmeyer wide open. Jody Kraft kicks the pass to him. And Michael with an easy 2 there into paint. Man, you want all them you can get. Just what you want your guards to do. Drive that lane, pull the other guy off, and you know there'll be somebody open. Going to kick it outside. Brinkmeyer goes out and challenges, no good. And Dalton Lundy will put it in. He's going to get 2. 47-53. Jody Kraft with the drive. He got by his man. He was waiting for the defensive guy to come over, but he never did. Oh! And that's going to be a foul on Jody Kraft, as the screen was there and he didn't see it. And man, I mean, he ran right into him and knocked him down.
Take it away.
He ran into the screen man, got called for the foul. Sullivan started to go to the basket. He'd gotten by Trevor, but Jody stepped up, picked up the move there. Jody's going to get the ball here. That's going to be a timeout. Jody Kraft in control. Mr. Hustle dives on that. And Coach Wheeler calls a 30-second timeout real quick, as right now Staley with an 8-point lead and the ball. Going to have a timeout here. Some good hustle there, like I say, for Mr. Hustle, Jody Kraft. I think Jody wants a drink, it looks like. We're going to be back here after the timeout in just a minute. Had a chance to talk with Jody before this game, and he felt like he could put some added pressure on the sophomore. Hatfield with the 3, no good. Zach can't quite get it as the big guy. 6'5", David Wingerman gets up just a little higher than Zach on that rebound. 6:24 to go. Staley with the lead. Oak Park not really looking like they're in any hurry here once again, taking their time. Going to go inside, got a height advantage here. And Dalton Lundy, the 6'2" forward for Oak Park, is going to get the jump shot over the shorter Jody Kraft. Jody gets through the pressure, kicks it to Trevor. No good, won't fall. Oak Park with the rebound. Jody putting on some nice pressure there and made Jones kick the ball out. So Oak Park has to start over. And a nice spinning shot by Darryl Jones, and now we're down to 4 points. Kick it over to Trevor in the corner. Zach Riley outside. 2 players over there trying to trap Zach. And whoa, that was close. Jody just about over the half-court line. Trevor with the 3. Zach Riley gets it back in. Michael Brinkmeyer, but he can't handle it. And now it's 3-on-1. And the big guy, David Wingerson, after the layup, gets the rebound, and he will put it in. And Staley looks like they need just a little bit of a breather right now, as they look like they're out of wind just a little bit. We're going to have a timeout, folks. We'll be right back with 4:59 to play. Staley with a 2-point lead, 55-53. 4:59 to play, and once again, the momentum has kind of shifted a little bit. Plus, they've changed guys guarding Jody Kraft. As number 21 has come in, got quite a bit more length to him. And that ball's going to be knocked away by Sullivan, but it will go out of bounds as Jody was trying to kick it, I think, to Hatfield in the corner. Hatfield open for a 3. No good. Now, right now, Staley cannot buy a basket, and Oak Park Keeps going inside, and there's another layup there by Sullivan. Oh, there's going to be another turnover, and it's going to be a foul on number 14, and I think Ryan Jackson is going to be going to the line. Oak Park definitely got him on the ropes here.
That's what they said.
And Oak Park will take the lead with that shot by Ryan Jackson, the 6'1" freshman.
Fuller in the lineup, replacing Sullivan.
Second one's up and in.
Ryan Jackson.
Oak Park now coming with some pressure defense, picking them up. Trevor with a three, no good. Zach Riley, no good. Jody's going to drive, lays it up, no good. And I think there's going to be a reaching over foul by someone from Oak Park. I'm not sure who. And it's going to be, it looks like, on Dalton Lundy, the 6'2" sophomore. Jackson's going to come out. Jacob Sullivan, who's been sitting down for a while, is going to come in. Definitely 2 or 3 players here for Staley are winded. Oak Park playing with quite a bit of enthusiasm right now as they've got the 2-point lead. Trevor with another tray, and he will drop this one, and that takes it back to Staley. 58-57, 3:45 to play. We're going to come down right here to the end of this one, it looks like. Oak Park brings it to the top of the free throw lane, inside to the big guy, and he's going to drop it. David Wingerson. Here's Hatfield with another three, no good. Riley tips it. That's going to be off of Michael Brinkmeyer, they say. Oak Park ball, Oak Park with the 1-point lead, 3:14 to play. Like I say, the momentum has definitely switched here in Oak Park's favor.
Here we go, Staley.
Timeout Oak Park.
And looks like Fred Turner is going to call the timeout here. And I'm sure Coach Wheeler is going to talk it over with the guys and say, hey, we've got to start playing some really good defense, control the ball, and take it easy. We'll be right back after this timeout. 3:05 to go. Oak Park with the 1-point lead and the ball. Inside, Jody with some pressure defense, I think, kept Jones from shooting the shot he wanted to shoot. And I think we're going to call traveling on the player from Oak Park. Thank you. Getting one of the Staley fans here to give us a little room so we can see play down here in the corner. And it does look like an Oak Park player down on the floor.
Walker replacing Sullivan.
I think he might have hurt his knee. Looks like we're going to have an injury timeout. We'll be back here in just a minute. Okay, that was Jacob Sullivan down there on the floor. 18 points in the game. This is going to hurt Oak Park just a little bit, although I think he had 16 of those in the first half. Staley here working it around. John Hatfield in the corner, and Hatfield's going to drop it. And that is going to give Staley the lead, 61-59. .220 to go. Looks like this one, folks, is going to come right down to the end, as Staley has had as much of a 7 or 8 point lead.
Take it away, Staley. We got it. Come on, Brian.
Oak Park being real patient, a lot of patience. Under 2 minutes now, 1:57:56. Swinging around to the other side, going inside the 15. And he's going to be there with Hatfield on him. And that's going to be Darrell Jones, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's 7 team fouls on Staley, but I believe that was in the act of shooting. So he will shoot 2. Hatfield with 2 fouls, 17 fouls for the Falcons. And he's going to miss the first one, Hatfield. 1:44 to go here. Sullivan at the line, second shot. Up. Too hard, no, he got that one. Use the backboard on that. Going to bring out the little guy and bring in the bigger fella, Ryan Jackson, the freshman.
There we go.
I think they're going to say he bounced it off his hip as he kind of lost control of the ball, and it did hit his hip. Now they bring the little guy back in. Walker, he's a sophomore. Oak Park taking their time. Staley with a 1-point lead, 1:20 to go here in the game. And Fred Turner is going to call a timeout. Don't know if they're going to try and go for one shot here at the end or what, but 1:13 to play. They might just hang on to it and just go for the final shot, either try and win or lose the game with one shot. We'll be back after this timeout. Okay, here we go. 1:13. Staley with a 1-point lead. Oak Park with the ball. Minute and 5, and here's a 3. No good, and the shortest guy on the court is going to get the rebound and make it. 62-61. Staley right down with it. Jody with a shot, no good. Layup, rebound, Zach Riley, and it goes all over. Jody comes out with it. Shot by Hatfield, and Hatfield's going to make a 3. 43 seconds to go, and they are going to count that. And that's going to make it 64-62. Hatfield with a 3. Okay, we got 42-5 to go. We'll be back with that final 42-5 here in just a minute. Okay, here we go. 42-5 to play. Oak Park with the ball. Staley ahead, 64-62. And I think that's going to be a pushing foul. Jody before the shot. So that's going to send Walker to the line.
Number 14, Kraft, his 4th foul, teammate.
I think that might have been intentional. See whether or not we can get him to miss here and get the rebound. It gets deathly quiet in here. Well, a few fans from Staley start yelling. There's the shot, and it's going to drop. 63-64, Staley by 1 point. Walker can tie it up here, the 5'8" sophomore. It's up and good. We've got a tie game. 37 seconds to go, and they bring him out to go with a little bit more height. Trevor Lamb checks in. And Jody steps over the half-court line, and that's going to turn the ball over. Oak Park stepped over the half-court line.
Just walking the line of Oak Park.
Oak Park puts it in play. 25 seconds. We need a steal or a foul here really quick. And Coach Turner is going to call a timeout with 19:07 to go. And we'll be back with the final 19 seconds here in just a minute. Okay, 19-7 to go. Oak Park with the ball, and we are knotted up at 64. They get it in. Chance here for the last shot. 13, 12, 11. And the shot, and it doesn't fall. Hatfield with the rebound. Still live. Zach has it. It's on the floor. And Staley calls a timeout. And Zach had control of the ball, so Staley's going to have a shot at it here with 2.8 to go. Turner talking to the referees to see what's happened.
That's our ball.
Come on.
That's our ball.
That's going to be, I still don't know whose ball it's going to be,
Our ball.
but it's going to be a timeout. We'll be back with this final 2.8 and see who gets the ball. I really don't know yet. Okay, it is Staley ball. Brian Young will put it in play, and they're going to get it to Hatfield. He can't hold on to it. It's on the floor, and we're going to go into overtime. At the end of regulation, it is going to be 64-64. We'll be back with the overtime play here really quick. Okay, we're going to jump the ball here with the first overtime. Score tied for 64-64. Zach Riley and the big Gay Wingerson in there. Wingerson's going to control it, but Michael Brinkmeyer is going to step up and grab that ball. Zach Riley, kick it to Hatfield. Hatfield for three, and John's going to drop three. And that's going to make it 67-64. And the little guy from Oak Park will reach up and pull that down. It's going to be Oak Park ball here. Boy, Hatfield with the clutch baskets.
No foul.
They go inside to the big guy, and I think they're going to call kicking the ball on Trevor Lamb. That'll be Oak Park ball out of bounds here on the near sideline. Now they're going to play it on the baseline. I think Coach Wheeler wants to know what's going on. I'm pretty sure Trevor kicked the ball. The big guy going to go inside, drive, and it will fall. Two for Lundy. Back to 1 point, 3:16 to go here in the overtime. Well, Staley's got him drawn outside. Jody's going to come inside. Hatfield for three, and Hatfield drops three more. 70-66. 2:39 to play. John Hatfield, the man again here tonight. 26 points at Liberty. Go inside to the big guy. And Hatfield's going to get smacked upside of the head as he'd come around on the weak side. And I'm not sure.
Number 30, Hatfield. His third
Foul is going to be on Hatfield. And it looks like David Wingerson is going to be going to the line, the 6'5" senior. Oak Park behind by 4. First one up and in. Wingerson with a nice stroke on that shot. Second one up and good. That's 9 team fouls now for Staley. And we're back to 2-point game with 2:17 to go. Zach gets it in to Michael Brinkmeyer, and that's going to be a pushing foul, I believe, on the big guy, Wingerson. But that's only 16 fouls, so it's going to be Staley ball out of bounds as we are down to 2:11. No, they called a foul. think. Hatfield with 3. It's going to get blocked. Hatfield with his own rebound. And it's going to be a foul, I think, on number 15, Darrell Jones. And Hatfield's going to be going to the line. That'll be the 7th team foul, but he was in the act of shooting. So John should be shooting too. How many for John? Hatfield. First one's up and in. Grandma's got so many X's and O's on there. Going to take a minute to count them up. Second one, and John's going to drop it. Boy, Mr. Clutch. John Hatfield with 32 points here, as we've still got 2 minutes to play. Staley with a 4-point lead. Wingerson looking for somebody to break. No passing lane, no driving lane. Staley playing some good defense. Oak Park slows it down, probably going to try and spread them out again. Look for that easy shot inside. Jones to the other side. I think he wants to put it up. Here's a 3 try, and it's going to be off. Trevor Lamb with the rebound. Brings it down, slows it up, kicks it back out to Hatfield. Hatfield, Zach with a long 3. No good. Trevor Lamb is going to get called for the foul. 1:21 to play. Staley with a 4-point lead, but that foul is going to put the little guy, Walker, on the line as he made the last 2 that he shot. 1:21 to play. We'll see how this is going to play out here now. Once again, gets a little quiet. Walker puts it up and in. The 5'8" sophomore, just as cool as he could be, gets a double bounce, cocks that arm, and puts it up there. Second one here, and get it down to 2 points. Up and in. That's 4 pressure free throws for Walker. Hatfield out here again. He's way off, doesn't even draw any iron on that. 1:08 now. Oak Park with the ball.
No foul, Jody.
Yeah, Jody's got to be a little bit careful. Only got 1 foul to go. Brinkmeyer going to get called for the push. And the big guy, David Wingerson, will go to the line here. We got 56 to go. And now Oak Park with a chance to tie it up here with Wingerson at the line, shooting 2. First one's up, no hesitation. Takes the ball, puts it right up. Here's the second one, up and out. Rebound to the freshman. And I think the freshman, Ryan Jackson, is going to be going to the line. He'll be shooting 2 here. Foul was on. He misses the first one. Foul's on Trevor Lamb. That's 4 on Trevor. Bench may come into play here if we've got to go into another overtime. Staley still with a 1-point lead. And the second one will fall. We are tied up at 72 with 54 seconds to play. Jody gets tied up there, but eventually gets the ball away to Zach Riley. And now I think it looks like, no, Staley's not going for the last shot. Brinkmeyer inside to Hatfield. And I can't believe we're not going to get a foul call, but at least we're going to get the ball. Going to be Staley ball out of bounds, 26-6 to go. I'm going to kick it way out here to Hatfield. Jody Kraft going to pull up, no good, drops out. Zach's going to come away with it though. I wish these guys would sit down in front of me, but I don't think it's going to happen. I may have to stand up myself. 12 seconds to go, and Staley will have the ball as we are tied 72-72. Okay, here we go with the last 12 seconds. Now, who do you think is going to get the ball? They kick it into Zach Riley. Zach gets 2 men on him, and it's going to be out of bounds off of the big guy over on the far side. As it looked like David Wingerson had his hand on it. Once again, Hatfield plays it in. They get it to Jody. Jody puts it up, no good. And looks like Oak Park now is going to have a timeout with 1.9 to go. Looks like we may be going to a second overtime. The officials are discussing something. I don't know what it is, but we'll see what's going on. We'll be back here as soon as they figure stuff out. Still not sure what all the discussion is about, but it's going to be Oak Park ball down here on the far end line, and looks like they are going to throw a full court pass here and just try to go for something with 2.5. Zach Riley gets the shot and lays it up, but misses. Zach intercepts the pass, but can't make the shot, and after the first overtime, it's 72 all. We are going to go to a second overtime. We'll be back in just a minute. Okay, here we go with overtime number 2. Just trying to straighten the camera out here just a little bit. I had to stand up for this as a lot of the fans have been standing. And Wiggerson's going to control that jump ball. Oak Park with the ball, first time up here. Swing it over to this side. 2 freshmen there against each other, Trevor Lamb and Ryan Jackson. Sure, they'll be playing against each other for the next 3 years. Staley with 2 chances to win that game there, but Jody couldn't drop one of the shots, and Zach intercepting that pass. Here's the freshman out front, and it's in and out. Trevor Lamb with the ball, and he kicks it out quick to Jody. Jody to Zach, and here goes Zach, and Zach's going to drop 2. 74-72. The momentum, I wouldn't exactly say has switched back to Staley, but it's kind of at least leveled out. Both teams playing pretty even here through the 3rd, 4th, and even that first overtime. Lid was definitely on the basket there in the 4th quarter for Staley. Big guy wants to drive on Brinkmeyer, but doesn't do it. Lundy looks over Coach Turner, wants to know what he's supposed to do. Walker tries to screen over there. Decides to come back out front with it. Here goes Lundy, and he's going to get the first 2. I'm sorry, he's going to tie it up. Riley had the first 2. There's Trevor in the corner. Hatfield's wide open over there. Here's Hatfield, no good. And it's going to be Jones with the rebound. Oak Park now with a chance to take the lead here in this second overtime. Hatfield had a hand on it into the big guy. Easy layup for David Wiggerson. Jody's going to drive all the way, no good. Brinkmeyer had a finger on it, I think, and that was it. And here's going to be an easy layup. No good. Wiggerman with the rebound, and they're going to call it off Zach Riley. Out of bounds. It's going to be Oak Park ball, as now they've got the 2-point lead. You can see several of the guys from Staley pretty tired, grabbing those jerseys, hands on the hips. That's a sign that they are tired. Zach's going to reach in. And I'm not sure if that's 5 for Zach or not. He'll tell us here in just a minute. That'll be 4 on Zach. Jody has 4, Zach has 4. I think well, I know Trevor, I think, has 4 also. 1:05 to play here. Lundy, and the first one's no good. Second one's up and in. Oak Park with a 3-point lead. .56 seconds to go. There's Zach with a 3. It's no good. Short on the front rim, comes off the bottom side, and the ball comes right down. And Trevor's going to spend his foul here. And that's going to put the sophomore at the line, and he's already made 4 clutch free throws. That's going to be 5 for Trevor. And Brian Young, who hasn't been in the game for quite a while, is going to check back in for Trevor, as Trevor is going to go out with 5 fouls. Oak Park now with a 3-point lead and 46 seconds to play. First one's up and in. And now it's a 2-possession game with 46 seconds to go, as Staley has got to come down and make 2 baskets just to stay in this game. And it's in and out. And that's going to be a foul on Ryan Jackson. And that's going to send Brian Young to the lane, which is going to help out because this will not take any time off the clock. And Brian, pretty good foul shooter, so we'll see what he can do here at the lane. Of course, the Oak Park fans making some noise. Brian up with the first one, and he drops it. Now that gets it back to 1 possession. 78-75. Brian makes this, we get a steal, we'd be in good shape. That's in and out, and Wingerson with the rebound. 42, they might need to commit a foul here pretty quick. They're going to get it down court, and it's too long. Michael Brinkmeyer lets it go out of bounds. Good play by Michael Brinkmeyer as he screens the Oak Park player out. It's going to be Staley ball now.
All right, Staley, here we go.
Either need a quick 2 or a 3 here to tie it up. Here's a 3 by Jody, no good. Rebound to Oak Park, 22. We need a foul. And Fred Turner is going to call a timeout. We're going to have 19-1 to go, and Oak Park ahead 78-75. We'll be back with that last 19 seconds as what has transpired already here tonight. I wouldn't count anybody out. We'll be back after this. Okay, we got 19-1 to go. Oak Park with the ball. Like I say, we need a great defensive play here. We need a quick steal here. And he makes a shot. Jody's going to get it as the pressure on the big guy. And it's going to be a foul on 25, David Wingerson. That's going to send Jody Kraft to the line. And that's going to be 10 team fouls. Hope Jody's been practicing his free throws because this is a chance. We really do need them. Here's the first one. It's off. It's going to be out of bounds off of Wingerson. Staley ball out of bounds. Out of bounds off of them. Zach Riley's going to put it in play. 16 seconds to go. Jody with the ball. Zach going to put up a long 3, no good. Brian Young with the rebound, no good. Oak Park with the rebound and a foul on Michael Brinkmeyer. And that might just ice it for Oak Park as there's only 5.4 to go. And that's going to put the big guy who has been doing really well at the free throw lane tonight, David Wingerson, at the line. Probably Oak Park will not even put anybody at the line. Coach Wheeler having a talk with the referee. He's going to put Xavier Smith in, as that's going to be 5 on Michael Brinkmeyer.
Xavier Smith in the lineup for the Falcons.
And here goes Wingerson. First one's up and no good.
Timeout, Falcons, full timeout.
And Coach Wheeler wants to call a timeout. I don't blame him. If he misses this second one, it would set Staley up with a chance to tie it with a long 3. We'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we got David Wingerson at the line. We've got several Oak Park players here because they don't, in case he misses it, which he does. Zach Riley got a chance here to tie it up with a 3. He stops, puts it up, and it's short. And that's going to be it, as Oak Park is going to win this game 78-75 and avenge the loss to the Staley Falcons early on. Staley with a couple of tries here to win this game, but could not do it. But it's going to be the Oak Park Northmen here tonight, as they're going to win 78-75. Another tremendous shooting effort by John Hatfield, and now the Oak Park fans storm the court. Give you a little roundup here of the scoring if we can. Double overtimes. Oak Park is going to win it, but here is your tally for the night as far as scoring goes. Michael Brinkmeyer with 4, Zach Riley 2, 4, 6, 8, 11 for Zach Riley, Jody Kraft with 4, Brian Young 5, Trevor Lamb 3, 6, 9, 12, and I believe John Hatfield with 30. Grandma corrected that. Jacob Sullivan hurt there in the fourth quarter, I believe it was. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16 points. Darrell Jones, 2, 4, 5. Austin Brand, 2. Dalton Lundy, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 16, 20. David Wingerson, 2, 4, 6, 8, 13 points. And Ryan Jackson with 2, 6 points. Well, folks, that's going to wrap it up here for the Grandpa Sports Video here at Oak Park tonight, as the Staley Falcons are going to go down at the hands of the Oak Park Northmen here in a double overtime game, 78-65. Don't forget, Tuesday night, it's going to be senior night, as the Falcons will take on Rockhurst at Staley. So hopefully we'll see you at the game. Come on by and say hi. But the big thing is come out and support the Falcons. Have a good night.